Welcome to Lot 76 Cars and the Hubnut social event at the Brooklands Museum. I hope you enjoy this eclectic combination of cars and the commentary that I've added. Without doubt, the star of the show is Betty. Betty is a Ford Fairmont AU that Ian, aka Hubnut, recently imported from New Zealand. Despite a recent off-road event, the car is back on form and it was great to see her. Surviving Citroën Mark I BXs must be relatively small in number. Those also towing a Reliant Fox probably must be in single digits.
They always split here. So if they're looking a bit tired.
Becoming rare, collectible and valuable is this Mark II Ford Escort from around about 1979-1980, very close to the introduction of the Mark III. Next up is an example of the Volvo 940 Estate. This particular version from October 1997 is in pretty good order. Or is a successor to the Alfa 164. This is the Alfa 166, registered in September 1999 and sporting the Busso 3-litre petrol engine. Fellow YouTuber Joseph Lloyd brought along his Rover 45 2-litre V6, a pretty rare sight these days and in good order. Slightly later, but actually very rare, is this Hyundai Sonata from November 2005. Again, can't be too many of these left. Another show favourite is the Land Rover Series 2 from October 1967, this one fitted with a petrol engine. The vehicle that pretty much started the MPV revolution was the Renault Espace. This is a later facelifted version. October 1997 is this Rover Metro. It's a pretty late car and has the 1400cc engine. Allegedly targeted by Ford to appeal to city loft dwellers with the Ford Fusion. A completely different car in terms of concept to the Ford Fusion that the US market got, but actually becoming relatively rare these days. What misunderstood was the Jaguar S-Type, a product of the Ford ownership, this particular vehicle dating from March 2005. From September 89 is the rep's favourite, the Ford Sapphire. This particular car is a 1.8L. The Rover 75 from April 2000, fitted with the 2-litre petrol. From May 1982 is this beautiful 848cc minivan, a rare sight, and this one's been tastefully modified. Always room at these shows for a Rover P6, this one from May 1973 with the 3.5 litre V8 engine. Seemingly another badge engineered version of the Austin Allegro, the Vanden Plas version was actually finished at Vanden Plas factory in North London, I believe. And you can see the beautiful interior wood and leather trim, unique to Vanden Plas. Predecessor to the Alfa 166 is this beautiful Busso engined Alfa 164. The Pininfarina design is really timeless. The second series Fiat Pandas do indeed have a following, and this is the 100 horsepower version. Here's an example of one of Peugeot's best design. This particular Mardi Gras version is from November 1994 and is fitted with the 1769cc diesel engine. One of the best selling cars in the US is the Toyota Camry. This UK version is from March 2003 and benefits from the 2.4 litre petrol engine. These are a rare sight on the roads today. Seldom seen is the Trabant, apparently German for listen. This vehicle was produced from 1957 to 1991 by former East German car manufacturer VEB. A really nice looking convertible is the Audi 8T 2 litre. This one in a lovely dark green metallic from around about 1995. It's easy to forget that some Opels were sold in the UK directly alongside Vauxhalls. From December 85, this is an Opel Monza GSE. Next is a second generation Toyota Avensis built in the UK, and this is a very early car with production only started in 2003. Notable for its Wankel rotary engine is the Mazda RX-7. This particular vehicle from 85-86 is a first generation car and may well be an import. The Rover 25 was the successor to the popular Rover 200. This is a 1600cc petrol. Here's a great example of a Bedford CA minibus produced from 1952 to 1969 by Bedford in Luton. Sadly, both Bedford and the British Overseas Airways Corporation no longer exist. The concept that actually made production is the Renault Avantime, marketed by Renault and designed and manufactured by Matra between 2001 and 2003. This looks like a great example of the third generation Lexus LS 430, and this particular version looks like it may well have been owned by Lexus GB at some stage. More famous for its three-wheelers, Reliant produced this Ogle-designed Reliant Kitten from 1975 to 1982, fitted with the 848cc light alloy Reliant engine. Predecessor was the Reliant Rebel and succeeded by the Reliant Fox. This particular beautiful chrome orange version is a credit to its current owner. In 1980 is this example of the Harris Mann designed Austin Princess, which was relatively late into its production life and replaced only 2 years later by the Austin Ambassador. No shows complete these days without a Citroën 2CV. This is a late Y registration version. From 1978 is this Citroën GS Basalte. Apparently it's the only limited edition version of the GS produced. Succeeding the Fiat Bravo range was this Fiat Stilo introduced in 2001. And now for something completely different with a polished aluminium AC Cobra replica. I haven't seen a Citroën C15 van for some time, and I certainly never saw one in the condition like this one is. Not part of the show, but too good to miss, was this London Transport Ford Thames 300e van, which is an absolutely superb order and shown in the London Bus Museum. Here's a really honest looking Honda Accord Aerodeck from August 1991, fitted with the 2.2 litre petrol engine. Used every day, and it shows. Somewhat overshadowed by the Mark I Lotus Cortina is this Mark II version, still fitted with the 1557 twin can engine. Some people actually regard this as the better car to drive, although it's not the most iconic. My final car is the Ford Consul Capri. This particular version is a one-off, having been transformed into a Lotus replica similar to the Cortinas. A vehicle that never existed, but in this incarnation looks so right. Thanks for joining us on Lot 76 Cars. Please like, share and subscribe this video, and watch out for plenty more content to come. Thanks for watching.